What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we have some Balatro update news thanks to an exclusive interview done by Bloomberg, the authors Jason Schreier. I apologize if I said your name wrong. Link down in the description to this full article. But the thing we are going to focus on in the most interesting part of the article for me is going to be the few little tidbits that Jason was able to get out of Local Thunk regarding the update. The first portion of the article really talks about kind of how we got here with Balatro, and it's wonderful to see this in Bloomberg magazine. I mean, this video game deserves the world, and it was such an underdog story, and reading through this is really great if you don't know the backstory of how kind of everything came together for Balatro, for Local Thunk, with the help of, honestly, a lot of the most popular Twitch personalities that I follow, like Dan, Northern Lion, Mouth, etc. But going down, we're going to jump right into it. Local Thunk is currently working on the 1.1 update. He says it will include new Jokers, so we have that for a fact. But other than that, he doesn't want to promise too much, because if he tries out some of this new stuff and it doesn't work out, he doesn't want to be held to, well, you promised X, Y, and Z, and now we're not going to get that in the update. I think this is a smart move. I know we just did our wish list video, but I think there's a reason why Local Thunk is kind of not really saying much about it, and also not probably watching my video or reading the comments on what to do. It's very clear Local Thunk is very good at making games and game design, and part of the way he built Balatro was really just focusing on the game and not listening to too much outside noise. Of course, he's had tests, like we had the beta with the first update. He will listen to feedback but I think when it comes to being creative in the game design portion, he likes to go into it really focused and with kind of a clear head. So we do know we're going to get new Jokers. Jason did press Local Thunk a little bit more to give us a couple more snippets of detail so I can turn this into a 5-minute video. He is going to rework Matador, which makes sense. Gothic Lord UK had to make a whole video explaining what Matador did and how it would work, because it seemingly didn't work half the times when it should, and then sometimes when you're like, that shouldn't work, it did. So that is very good to note. And there are going to be changes to BlueSync. This is something we went over in our wish list. It's something I saw many of you comment on. It's something that the Dr. Spectred, has been kind of clamoring for. So it's wonderful to see the BlueSync change coming. And I'm just very much excited for this update. And I'm glad Local Thunk is taking this approach. It worked so well with the first update. It worked so well with the entire design of what Balatro is today. It makes sense. Keep your cards close to your chest. Work on the game. Don't worry about all of us for now. And when it comes time to roll out the update, I do hope we get a beta like we did with the first update. I think it would make a lot of sense to then give feedback and then finally push the full thing. But we'll see what happens. And then after this patch, he doesn't know what he's going to do next. And I do find this very interesting because I think they're going to work on Balatro for a really long time. I don't really see a Balatro 2 necessary. I think you could have Balatro just be the base game and have DLCs, have changes to it in the future, but who knows? And I think, Local Thunk's so focused on this one update, he's not going to have an answer for this, nor do we need an answer for it. We're enjoying Balatro right now. I don't think there's a point in being like, oh, is there going to be a Balatro 2? What are we going to do after this patch? It's like, let's get through this wonderful free update we're getting in 2025, enjoy that, and then talk about something else in the future. So that is the little tidbits we got from this Bloomberg article. Once again, I highly recommend you read it. Shout out to Jason of Bloomberg for reaching out to Local Thunk, putting together this article. I think he does a wonderful job of recapping kind of Balatro coming into existence with this interview with Local Thunk, doing it in a short, concise way, and then getting us what all us fans really want to see, which is little tidbits of information about the update. So biggest recap of this is, yes, there will be new Jokers. That's something he's promised. And then the other two little tidbits is Matador rework, BlueSync rework. I'm sure there's going to be other Jokers reworked, and I would be curious to see if there's other stakes kind of reworked. Jason also put out on Blue Sky, shout out to Gumdrops, a watcher of the channel who's updating me in the Discord, that he got the sense during the interview that it's still a ways away. It is going to come out, or likely going to come out in 2025 still, but it didn't seem to be an immediate thing that, oh, it's right around the corner, which makes sense. I think this update is going to take a while. I think, as Local Thunk says in this interview himself, he can get a little obsessive about stuff and be a little bit of a perfectionist, which can be a good and bad thing. But again, so much success. This game is in such a good place. Local Thunk, take your time with it. Really excited for it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the next Balatro gameplay update video, hopefully very soon, but, you know, take your time. I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.